Okay, I should be live. If that's the case, then hello everybody. Please let me know if you're able to see this. I think it should be, because I'm seeing it. Hello everybody. Today we're doing a little bit of a different challenge. Usually I have like a sample or an idea. Today I have only a restriction. So the restriction is going to be, it needs to be ambient music. Hello Mindbee. Welcome. I see some people joining in now, so that's nice. So the restriction is going to be, we need to make ambient music. And what I mean by that is, I want to push myself a little bit out of my comfort zone today, because I want to kind of train myself making intros, which I think making ambient music is really the same. If you make like a long ambient track, if you make like a 5-minute ambient track, it's really the same as making like 5 intros for psytrance. So ambient music, it's pads, lush reverb arps, lush melodies, sometimes not even drums and basses. So that's the point, right? We're going to be making what kind of intro for an ambient track? Not an intro. We're going to be. It's like making an intro for psytrance, but like 5 times, because it's just the intro part is going to be your track. Kind of. That's how I see ambient music, and that's what's going to be the point of today's challenge. Is not so much focusing, because what a lot of people tend to do when they focus on psytrance is that they focus on the drops first. So I want to, as a challenge, steer you guys away from doing that by not having you make a drop at all and just work on like the intro or the break or however you would want to see it for a psytrance track, which in essence is just ambient music, as I said. I have an echo on my voice. Aha! Okay, how about now? Why is desktop audio? Ah, wait, yes. This should be the setup. Now it should be okay. Okay. So yeah, as I said, the point is going to be making ambient music, and the whole idea is that after the track is finished, you can just take some of the ambient parts of your track and turn that into a psytrance track. So that's really the goal for today. Because as you guys know, all of these challenges that I do, I try to turn it into a way for you to start a new production or to start a new idea. So the whole point of today's idea is to create an intro for you, in essence, but by making it into a whole track. Because obviously for 3 hours, making an intro for a psytrance track is a little bit long, so I decided let's go for a whole ambient track and then you can convert it after the stream or whatever. So that's going to be the point. I hope people like Klaus are going to show up. Who else had an ambient track? Sai had a few ambient tracks last time, because I was inspired by that. Hello Klaus, I just name drop you, so welcome. Nice. So yeah, a few people submitted ambient style tracks for the last feedback stream, and that's where kind of the idea came from. So that's why I chose to do this. No time today? That's unfortunate. Sai, how are you doing? Welcome. I'll wait a little bit more for the people to start joining, but is the stream early today? No, the stream isn't early. Yesterday time forwarded here in Europe. So what they do in Europe is that we have like wintertime and summertime, and we went back to summertime last weekend. Yesterday, I think. Yeah, I think yesterday night we went back to summertime. This weekend, yes. Yes, exactly. So that's why for other people in the world it might seem like I'm an hour earlier, but it's still 5 o'clock for me. So that's like my normal time for the Sunday stream now. But yeah, so for now, the whole rest of the summer, in essence, the stream is going to be around this time, right? It doesn't really make sense. If I were to correct for that and start my stream an hour later, then for everybody in Europe, it would be a late stream. Hello, Malogify. Welcome. I'll wait for a few more people to join in. We have 7 people already here. Hopefully a few of you guys can participate in the challenge. As I said, I have no sample, I have no idea, kind of. I only have the restriction of it needs to be ambient music. Where do I live? I live in Italy. More specific than that, I'm not going to be today. If you don't mind me. I'm not doxing myself on stream today. So yeah, the Milan, close. Close. What's this? Give me a second. I'm live twice, according to my phone, but that's okay. What city and street? I mean, I could tell you, it's not like you're going to visit me, but there is a police force here, and people have been known to call police on streamers, right? The whole swatting stuff, all of that. So it's probably better for me not to reveal my location, even if you're not going to swat me. I don't trust the whole of the internet not going to swat me or abuse that information in any other way. So don't share details of your life on the internet that you don't trust everybody with. Okay, so as I said, ambient challenge today. There's not a restriction on the kind of like style of production or a sample that you need to work with. It just needs to be ambient music. I have 7.15k subs. Yeah, I cannot trust each and every one of them, unfortunately. So, I think I'm just going to start the timer because normally I have like a sample to explain and stuff like that. That's not here. And it does seem like the majority of the people who are usually here for the challenge have shown up. For anybody joining late, I'm just gonna tell them that it's ambient music challenge. I mean, they can see from the stream title, so it's not that big. Either way, we're going to start, and or do you guys need some more time? I should probably ask that. If you guys need some more time to set up or something like that, then I'll wait a little bit longer. Just let me know unless you guys are ready. Then we can start. Everybody okay? Alright then. Then I'll start the timer. Started? Yes. So, the idea I'm having is just to start off with opening Live Enhancement Suite. And then to start off with Omnisphere, which I think when it comes to ambient music and pads is unmatched in terms of the power of like its synthesis engine. And the easiest way to get into ambience is to go into here, Ambandrome, then hit Sound Match, and then you have all of these pads that you can choose from. Maybe one like this. A little bit strange sounding. What I want is like a bass, or not a bass, not a bass in the sense of kick and bass or bass line, but like a bass pad, and then layering pads on different keys on top of that, I think, to create the kind of harmonies that I want to create. So let's say that I make like 32 bars here. This would just be like the starting position, right? And then I can start to layer some other elements on top of it. -12, let's go -10 for something like this, a little bit louder. Let's see, this is in A sharp. Let's not do A sharp, because I write a lot in A sharp. Let's go for a key that I'm not very familiar with. Let's go for F, I guess. This might be too low. Perfect. And I also want like a slower BPM, because I am maybe going to introduce some drums. I'm going to try to make like an ambient track that doesn't feature any drums. But I do want to have the possibility to have some drums in there. So I would have like a very slow kind of drum beat in there. Hello Einar, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. I can see you're a new subscriber actually. I want to, let's first of all duplicate this, because I'm going to use this as like a starting point. And I'm just going to use that to write like harmonies. So I guess G sharp, I could go A sharp and then G sharp on this. No, let's go. Oh. I like that tone, I just don't like the sound. I guess that works. I want to, for now, stay within like an 8-bar loop, so I have the idea that I'm building up and then being able to turn that into a loop. Not by just reusing the same sound and duplicating it over. I think that would be boring. But I can take like the same musical idea. Actually, let's keep that and let's duplicate this one as well. And then go here, here. And I can just change out the sound. Any key, any tempo, yes. Whatever you want. As I said, there's no restrictions as long as it's ambient music. And obviously you cannot submit a project that you already made. Right? Because that really doesn't work with the challenge. The point is that you start some new production. The annoying bit about Omnisphere is that it takes so long to load. Okay. Let's see. Nepal. Would maybe be cool to do a little bit of pitch bend here. Why is... wait, like this. Yeah, that's it. Now the envelope is showing up. MIDI control pitch bend. If I go from maybe here down. Have fun with your challenge. Well, you can join in with the challenge if you want to. I don't know if you have the time or the production stuff all set up if you're at your DAW. But the whole point of this challenge is that we do it together, right? That people join in, and at the end we'll listen to everybody's track. What I am going to do is I'm quickly going to run through here and remove any echo and reverb on all of these. Once you have opened them, they are a lot quicker to open, as you can see. But this one doesn't seem keen to open up right now. Okay, effects, nothing there. And then the final one, this one should open up, yeah. Fast. Funny that they all use the same effects. Okay, so I'm going to go for a delay. Let's go with like Moodly. This is an interesting delay. Fourth dotted sounds good. A little bit of extra feedback. I don't think there's a ping pong mode in Moodly. I'm just going to add a bit of chorus here. It does already sound like it's slightly ping-ponging almost. Okay, now I put on... Oh, wrong one. I mean, tell reverb may be also nice, but I tend to use Cloud Seed a lot, because it's very lush and fairly bright as well. What I'm quickly going to do is set the length for the track, which I'll make, let's go for like 7 minutes of track. And then I'm just going to fill up this whole part with, starting off with all of the ambiences and then maybe some melodic arp as well. The challenge is making an ambient track. Yes, exactly. That's the only restriction. There's not like a sample like we do usually. It's just ambience is all that you need to make. So I want to freeze this one, which will take a little bit of time, which gives me the time to... Oh, I think I just hit my menu here. Okay, the screen menu of my monitor when I took my glass for a drink. So I'm just going to like make one long sample that will be the basis of my track, and then the whole idea is that I build a morphing idea around that. And I think I'll pretty quickly try to go into some more melodic stuff, like at around 1 minute, and then we can have kind of lush, maybe drums coming in at 2 minutes, and then slowly build up the track, and then do like a 2-drop structure, I guess. Maybe from like here, we'll have like a drop as far as drop goes, and then here as well. I'm ill and enjoying it. On the other hand, so take part on this way. Yeah, that's nice. If you don't want to participate, then obviously you don't have to. I'm not trying to force anybody, but I thought maybe you were interested. It's kind of funny. You can see that it's just a sample-based instrument now, because it's just doing the same thing over and over again. So we can add our like melodic element to it. I'm thinking some very quick and easy sine pluck. It's playing either an ARP. I guess we'll start the melody coming in from here. This part will be doing the like introduction of the melody. I think it would be nice not to start on the root note for this, because that's what I usually do when I write melodies. Again, I want to experiment here and force myself to do different things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe I'll go. First, let's make the like pluckiness. I guess for real pluck we can go like this. Oh. That's F. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, the timing isn't right, right? In the kind of like normal musical sense, it shouldn't loop properly, I think. I guess that wouldn't work in terms of the looping. I could make something really experimental, but I don't know how well that's going to work. I could just... I do like the musical motive that I came up with here. So I'm going to try to stick with that. Maybe create some enhancements here by just doing like a ghost note. So that's gonna go maybe here. Of course, that means that we need to have velocity control. Okay. Let's use this as our starting point and then make a few modifications to it. Because otherwise it's always the same. Let's go up here. Obviously to the root. I do kind of like that in terms of melody. It's a little bit cheesy, I guess, with this. I guess we can do it like this. Maybe a little bit of extra swing. Maybe even go like this. Just have the last two notes like there. And then here we'll do an extra one going down again, which would go there. I do like that more, I think, than just the basic one beat timing between what we had before. So we'll add our echo to this. I'm just gonna go for Echo Boy Jr. on this one. We don't need to do anything fancy. So that's the idea. We just need to make sure that it has some modulation on there. Or some automation, I should say. Or like this. Just have it slowly come in. Now what I want to do is I'm probably going to go for like a Reese bass. That's like this. Another filter. And let's do the equalization outside here. We'll have this come in for the whole segment here. I'm going to try to keep it all to one note, which I've already done here, right? Otherwise I would need to go back and fix this if I wanted to. But I think that this will be okay. Let's get a volume automation on that, because I don't want it to start off here. This is just something that's gonna come in over time. It's gonna start to become boring now, right in the intro here, having this whole thing over and over again. I think a little bit of ambient sounds would be nice, and I think if I go in here, also it's high in volume now. Do I have... That's not really what I'm looking for though. I'm more looking for... I guess that's in the Cashmere pack, right? Go to Effects, Ambient, Regions? Scenes maybe? This. I used to have recordings of this kind of stuff which were much longer. I don't know if I still have that. But we can use this just to go throughout the whole track. So I'm just gonna duplicate that in there. This is like slowly going to come in, and then we'll have a few extra, like maybe I have some jungle ones, maybe those would be nice. This could be nice. Always unwarp stuff like this. I'm gonna create a group for these, which I'll do like individual ones. Because we also have the regions. Wind. That's not really it. Let's go for number 3. I used to have so much of this kind of stuff, but I don't remember where I put all of them. I would even have my own recordings. I used to do that with my phone. I had like one of those very cheap, very small, almost like clip-on microphones, you know, that they use on television. I would use that to record ambiences. It broke. If I still had that, I could record my own ambience right now, because the street is it's wet, so all of the trucks that are passing by create this very wet kind of tire sound, which tends to work fairly nicely as like an ambient sound. Okay, so this just kind of comes in now with all of these ambience one-shots that I'm going to build up here. The whole point is going to be like fading them in, fading them out. Not for this one, because it's like bird noises, I guess. I could do it like this, but that doesn't really matter, I think. I wonder what this is. Ah, that's designed, right? If I just go, wait. Jungle, all results. Ah, it's gonna come up with all of my... what the fuck is jungle kick? Okay. Snare, jungle, the jungle in my mind, the jungle is my system. This is all vocals from the vocal pack. Not really what I'm looking for. These are good. But we already used one of the jungle storms. I'm hoping that this is not the same. It doesn't look like it, so that's good. We have another jungle. This is the kind of samples that I'm after. Very, very long. We can use this. Oh, this one is extremely long, yeah. I should probably consolidate all of these. This one just kind of randomly cuts off, it seems. So I'm going to get this nice long fade out as well. I'm just going to consolidate them and set them to 0 dB so that it's easier to produce with. I don't like it when samples on my timeline aren't normalized. And there isn't like a fast normalization technique, is there, in Ableton? This might be a bit of a problem. This one is a lot more dynamic than these. Is the bot on? Antedonista. I'm sorry for butchering your name. I was hoping that the bot that is going to capture those commands would wake up, but unfortunately he hasn't. If you want to join into the challenge for today is making some ambient music, and that's the whole challenge. Normally I have like a sample or something like that, but I didn't this time. So today the whole challenge is just make ambient music. Normally there's a bot that links you to my Discord. Where you can submit once you're finished with the like 3 hours that are down below here. Otherwise I would just... I think there's even a Discord link in my description of the stream, isn't there? Yes. You can just join my Discord in the description, and then once you're done, once the timer is up and you're finished, you can submit right here. I only got 1 hour, but maybe I can make something. Of course, we'll keep that in mind. Going to duplicate some of these over in like different spots so you get the kind of combinations. Ideally I would have a few more of these. So I could go forest and maybe see if I can find the same ones. Forest ambience, yes. There's another one, I guess. Rainforest. Put this on there as well. I guess the way to do this is if I go like animals. I mean, that's true. I was hoping for by doing like this, ordering them by megabytes or by size. It's also kind of like ordering by length because they're proportional, right, for WAV files. What other term can we use? I guess just ambience. That's going to bring up all of the stuff from my, what's it called, all of the stems that I've rendered out. Obviously those are going to be the longest because they're like 7 minutes, 8 minutes. But maybe some beach ambiences work as well. Let's drag in 2 of them. I have number 3 twice, I see, but we can replace one of them here. As I said, there's no real good way to consolidate things, I think. Consolidate them into to normalize. My brain is not working at 100% capacity today. There's no good way to normalize tracks in Ableton without having to consolidate them. That's what I wanted to say. All of these are going to get fades on them in like different spaces, so they're going to morph in and out. This one as well. Going to duplicate this one over and this one over here. So this would be like our intro ambience kind of thing. This here and this here. I want, oh, it's a bit too close. Just trying to move things around, because this is where I potentially would have the drums start, right? Oh no, here. Here. Let's see if we can get some cool drums for this. I'm thinking some kind of lo-fi stuff. Maybe I have some lo-fi drums still. Let me think, where could I have them? I have so many old sample packs and stuff like that from back when I did like traditional EDM. Maybe even this will work, some of these. This is like a very... I guess this is like hip-hop stuff. I don't want to go for like a traditional hip-hop snare, because these are all... I mean, I guess that works. That side one. I guess I'm going for a very, very slow kind of beat. Okay, so here is an idea that might work. I'm not liking the snare so far. I think I want... Some percussion maybe? I just go like this, maybe like as a melodic theme here, where we go a little bit more rhythmical. What if we just keep the whole melodic idea the same? Try something here. I guess it's a little bit too sharp sounding. Transient shaper on that before. A little bit. With a little bit of cloud seed on that. I'm just quickly going to turn this off. I guess I can just sidechain this now. Because I was going to make like a separate bassline, but I think I'll just do it like this. Sidechain. Get our sidechain trigger in here. For some reason, this one also triggers if you turn it off. If the note stops. Which, I mean, doesn't really make sense. Which in essence just means I need to make this note as long as it can be. And then I can just use this. And the question will be, do I use the same sidechain for the kick as the snare? Is that a Danish accent? It's a combination of a Dutch and an Italian accent, I would say. Okay, so no sidechain on the snare, I think, will be the best. Because it's sounding very extreme on the snare with regards to the kick or the snare, right? Which we don't really need. We extend this to here. What would be cool is to do a very basic hi-hat pattern, which I think I'll just do like 16 notes. Again, I have this kind of hip-hop trap kind of samples. Maybe something like this, which is very, very simple. Lower in volume. We'll just have this kind of loop everywhere, and then we'll randomly pan them for some movement. Apparently there's no smoothing for that. I think the best way to do this is with snap heap, actually. Go in here, and then it's... Which one is it again? Is it the stereo? Yeah, pan. Okay. And then we add a random to that. This is unipolar, but here you can smooth it out completely. Okay, I like that. For some extra movement, we're going with kind of standard sidechaining on this. It seems to prefer the positive side, which is strange. Or does it? It sounded like it was mainly on the right for me when I was playing it in the examples. And even looking at the graph now, I feel like most of the time it's still above. Like it dips below the midpoint, right? So it goes to the left sometimes. But most of the time it is on the top. You see how it quickly kind of goes back up again and then it stays here for longer. And now again. I'm not sure if that's like an illusion. Just joking, he said before some people thought he was Danish. I mean, I don't know. The Danish accent is, I guess. No, from all of the Danish that I know, they do seem to have like a very clear accent. Would be cool to automate this for some extra movement. I think that's the whole idea behind like ambient music, is to create movement through all of these automations, which is kind of the same principle as psytrance, right? I think I'll have this bass sit in the whole track as well. So we'll have that go up until here. To make it interesting, we'll create some extra fills. I duplicate this over, goes to the end. Let's not do that. Let's go up until like here. Have our second dropish thing here. What I want to also do is slight volume automations on this. Again, to keep it like interesting. We'll go down here like a few dB. Back up again. Down. So I'm just kind of randomly putting them in there. And then for the outro we'll just go like outro stuff. Okay, I think I can consolidate this one as well. Or will it take a long time? That will take a long time. I'll just consolidate the part that I am interested in. I want to create like a long fade out on this ambience there, of course. Here as well. Towards the end there's already like a volume fade on it, but this is going to help even more towards the end. And then this will be the master volume here, which will also have go down. Alt like this. I guess I can take some of these ambiences and copy them over to like the second part, which is going to play here. This would be here, right here. Hello Said, how are you doing? Welcome to the challenge. We're just making some ambient music today. No real restrictions or stuff like that. Would maybe be nice to bring out the main pad here, because you do get bored of it after a little while, I guess. We can even go like this, just not have it play up until the next drum segment. Then this would be the drop. We can copy over that modulation thing again if we want to. Okay. Let's get some of these in here. I want the bird thing, at least, because I really like that. We'll get this one in there. Maybe I have a few more birds that I can add, a few more bird sounds. I'll make like 4 audio tracks that we can sporadically add some extra birds to it. Birds, all results. Birds ambience. I wonder what this is. Oh, this is a stem. This kind of stuff, I guess. We'll do 1, 2, 3 more. So that means that we need to consolidate all of them. 1, 2, 3. I think within this group, I can turn this into its own group and add like a very long delay on it, so that we don't have to fade it in and fade it out, I guess. This one as well. They should hopefully all be like dynamically the same. That's important. 0. Yeah, some of them have a little bit of like background noise, but that's shouldn't be too big of a deal. I could technically gate that out if I want to, but I don't think that that's going to be a big problem. And if it is, then we'll worry about that. Here in the intro, we're going to have it slowly come in. And then we'll have it fade out again as well, like this, with the filter on it. Still not 100% a fan of these sounds not being in the root notes, so I'm going to just experiment and see what happens if we do put them there. Can I use any sample? The whole point of the challenge of today is there's no restriction apart from the fact that it needs to be ambient music. We don't have like a starting sample like we do the other times, right? So the whole point is just making ambient kind of music. I'm going to go for some long vocal pads that I want to put in the intro here. Just kind of morphing in and out. I think that's how we'll do it. If I take like this here. Nice, and then we'll just filter that in and out. These omnisphere open up, there we are. And then we'll go for like an A, and then the next one will go for like an O sound, stuff like that, and then we'll build almost like an intro. Or not an intro, like pads out of that. This one coming up as well. We'll go for the O's, this one. I don't know what the F, P, and the, what's it called? Hat. I just call it a hat. Let's just call it that. I don't know what they do actually. One of the cool things about this track, maybe, is that I can use it as background music for my videos in some cases, because I do feel like that could maybe help my videos a little bit more, having very low background music in there, and maybe something like this would work for that. This is still very, very mono. Did I change the root note of these as well? Yes. Let's have a listen to that. Because if that works, then we're going to fill up this whole space and some of these spaces as well with some more pads. This is nice. I like that the pad is just kind of completely turning off here. Would it be cool to have a key change here in the bass? Just like this segment? 113. Up until here. Yes? Not 113. Here. I don't like it. I'm just gonna go for one static bass note the whole time. I do like these collections of sounds, so I guess I'll do a few more of them. Nice, that works. Isn't Across the Sky also like a good pad patch? I think it is, right? Yes. if I do like 20 seconds attack, what I can do is just have this come up in volume here, almost like a transition. Okay, the other thing that I want to do is some longer strings in here. Or some longer pads. And I'm hoping that I can find a pad sound that sounds nice if you change the key of it. Because for a lot of these, they sound cool in one key if you play one key like this. But then if you change, it just changes the kind of tonality of it, and I don't like the way that it does that. This one actually was a fairly good example. But there's some in here that... not that. Obviously I'm also playing things that are out of key, so that's not helping. Yeah, but this has, for example, the changing feeling, right? Where some of the harmonics are suddenly becoming louder. This one also has that feeling, I guess. I should probably find 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that one already kind of does it by itself. I would like this. I think this is also changing key. It's not really changing key, it's just going like up and down harmonics. One higher, one octave. I'm also not getting the warmth that I want from here. It's not really the one that I want. If I go patch browser, I think I can set like bad, right? Percussive. Is it synth pad? Synth bells, synth effects, synth brass. Or is it in here? Pads and strings. Acoustic strings, organic pads, sparkling pads, sweeping pads. I'd like something warm. Vox Humana. Not so much fifth. Epic. Let's go for epic. Let's see. The patch browser here is very, very good. This is all very, very sawy. I can go in there, then go to all, and then you go to sound match. See if we can find huge string machine. Not really. That's cool. Legato on both. And solo. That should ideally allow me to go like this and this and this. This. Yeah, so now it has no attack on some of these. Because both of these have an attack, but that shouldn't happen on the ones that are like overlapping. I don't want to go an octave, actually. I want to go an octave here. And then roll down again. Now I can duplicate this whole thing, and then in the new MIDI, open it up. Hey man, sorry couldn't make it this time. It's Ramadan here, so I'm working the night shift. No worries, dude. As I've said many times before, there's no obligation for attendance. It's just nice if you can pass by, but you don't have to. It's not really working, this melody. I mean, it's giving me the vibe that I want, which is kind of almost like a Hans Zimmer kind of vibe. I'm just doing like 2 octaves now, right? What if I turn this into somewhat of a pluck by just going like bam, bam. Decay of like 1.5 seconds on both of them, and then a sustain a little bit lower. This one uses a filter. I did that on this patch, right? Yes, okay, so I need to copy over the first patch to the second one. I would use chords and open voicing. So now we're getting into music theory, which I have no idea about. What I don't like is this note here, which is, I'm using Frisian here, which is the key that I like to write in, and the key that I've been writing in. I guess I could just go for like normal minor. But also that doesn't really sound great. What if we just do 3 semitones above? Like so. I'm just going to write the first notes here for now. Maybe we'll make like a counter melody to it, or maybe we'll just duplicate it and use the octave. I like this for an ending. It does seem to nicely end the melody. I also like how it transitions from here, but the melody obviously needs to be longer. So we'll need to write something in between there. And I do want to keep that here. So I guess we can go like this. Write a transitional piece here. Which I guess should start in the same way, right? Descending like this. And then here we go. No, that won't work. We go like this, and then lower, I guess. Which means that we're just going below the root note once. I don't know if that's going to work. I don't like this. Doesn't transition well. I guess we can go up here, then there, then here. Ooh. Let's hear what this sounds like if we just play chords for this. It might not actually work with this other melody that we have. Should probably put this outside actually. Outside, and then we'll just add the reverb to it, the cloud seed. I think this is the plan here, using this. And then really coming in the last bit with the plugs, right? Cloud seeds should be behind there. I don't like this one. Maybe this works a bit better. We still need a few extra of these sounds to kind of fill up the space. Here there's going to be a transition, so I'm going to use this one. This has the Omnisphere already on it. Let's have a listen. You're already done with your tune. Yeah, I think maybe 3 hours is a little bit much for ambient music because I'm also feeling like my tune is getting done. But I'll just continue to write until the time is up. You can add like the effects and small pads and atmospheres that I'm doing now, right? Doing another one here. I think maybe just the Abandon one to start off with. Should probably have more of them so that they can like morph here as well. This in here, making them a little bit longer so that they really have the time to like transition here. I think maybe it's slightly different variations on these here. Because they do become boring after a while, right? That's already a variation that we have. This not in key. Did I write this in the wrong key? I did, didn't I? No, wait, what? Ah, this is wrong. If I now go here. Yeah. That makes sense. I do still write by checking if it's working with like A sharp minor or A minor, and then checking the white keys. But I've gotten to the point where most of the time I can write in a different key and it just works. Here I'm also going to go for the same kind of variation, and I'll probably put this an octave lower, I guess. Then melodically we're kind of going down and then slowly going to go back up. I guess for here we'll keep this musical idea going for a little bit, the kind of plucky down part. I guess maybe like this. I need to check something. Yeah, so one higher would be it. And now it then just goes back into like the normal version. The normal loop like this. This part here I'm going to go down a bit more. I do like how it ends. I guess even more than it just really smoothly kind of transitions out. That would be the track. I want to do more. Obviously, I still have an hour of time left. You can copy this over to here-ish. That would work. Maybe it's a good time to record and check quickly, like the mix. Maybe there's some mixing stuff that I need to do. And for those interested what's happening with all of the songs that I promised from the challenge that I would post on like the experimental channel, I'm almost done with all of the thumbnails. Like I still need to do like 20 of them. I can put it up, right? Do I have it? While I'm waiting. New backgrounds. Vendors. Yeah, 28 and I have a 23 done, so I need like to do like 30 more. Plus a few that came out after I started this project. I've already started using some of the thumbnails in the newest videos. But I need to do a few more, and after that I'm going to do like profile pictures in terms of branding, and then I'll work on the experimenter stuff, the secondary channel for all of this kind of music. And then something like this will also go on top of that. Hello Greedo, how are you doing? Nice strong sidechain as well. I like it. This is a bit better. It's good other than the headache that's bugging me at the moment. I also have a little bit of, not so much a headache, but like stomach aches and stuff like that. Transitioning from the winter to summer and from the summer to winter, that often happens, right? Ah, here there's an issue. You could hear the plug ever so slightly coming in there. I think maybe an extra ARP to add some more movement to it. Also, this seems to be like stable here. I don't think I want that. Just a bit lower. I guess I'll have it like this. This ambience is actually pretty pleasant for my head. Nice. I am the musical doctor. An ambience a day keeps the doctor away. Or something like that. This is the only space where we have like a hard cut. I do kind of like it, but it's a little bit empty before that. So there's one thing that I want to try, which is an ARP and then draining that in reverb to create this kind of texture maybe. Here's an experiment. I'm gonna go like this. Let's start out with like 3 notes. And then we'll go octave here. This one here. Kind of almost at random adding notes to it. Here. 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 There and there. Actually, I'm going to avoid this one. So like this. Now, I do have MIDI effects in here, right? Pitch and stepping. No. Arpeggiator. This is the idea. This kind of arp that becomes higher in pitch, right? This will go up, down, and then 16 notes. I'll just use this. Really cool, Jedi Martinez. Thank you. If you want, you still have an hour to participate. That's also for Greedo, by the way. If you guys still want to participate in the challenge, exclamation point challenge. I don't know if the bot ever woke up today. What I would like to do is really have like a hard cut here, right? So the way that we are going to do that is by like going, I guess just like this. I don't need that sound anyway after that, so. The joys of living in the city. Just the kids are screaming, have to go feed them. Priorities, right? Okay, so I don't like the hard cut on this. I would like that to delay out. A few things that I want to do, a few impacts I'm thinking of. These are all like very EDM. It says clean, but that's not true. Maybe the one from here are a bit better. Not really. Maybe this works. Obviously in time. This with more delay on it, less volume. That's nice, but then I want it to sweep in as well. So for that, we're gonna go like this. I guess I like that actually. I can do the same here, just like volume down. Going to stop the birds as well as this. I guess something like this will work here. Oh, then right, it should come back up here actually. What is still... Ah, this one. Aha. And then fade up until like here. Keep this in there. I guess a fun thing we could do here is go to the fully like wet here, so you get that kind of explosion of delay. That works well. I like that. We still have 50 minutes to work on this track. I have no idea what else I should change or add to it actually. Maybe some extra drums? I was thinking of like doing like a ride here. That maybe sounds a little bit strange. If I go like acoustic cymbal ride. And hello, Cider. Here it might be cool to slowly bring this back in again. Okay, nice. What we're missing is a transition probably into here, because this is fairly loud. I like it being loud, but we need to make sure that it's transitioning well. And then, I mean, what I could do is just turn this into like a 10-minute track or something, if I really wanted to. Oh right, I still need to edit these. From here to there. Boom. Those are ghost notes, so it didn't bother me that they weren't actually in key. Should probably have the rights here. Maybe some slow noise riser. And then, because it helps transition when like the hi-hats turn off and stuff like that. Noise, it's going to come up with a whole bunch of stems here. But at some point it should find like risers and downlifters. Let's transform this a little bit. This is from a sample pack that I've started working on, I think, 3 years ago now, and I still haven't finished it. It's very annoying making risers. They never really come out sounding great. Something like that is nice. We can put these into the drops, maybe even like here. Maybe this works as the transition into this as well. Because right now we don't really have a lot. That works. What I want to do here is have this kind of come down again. So now it has the space to sit in there. We get this kind of epic vibe from it. Let's also do a choir for that. I think I have full choirs, which sound really good for this kind of stuff. And then in the full choir we can try to make like a counter melody as well, because that's something that this doesn't have now yet. Right, it's just one melody. So you go voice, and then the full choir A's, I think, is nice. Yeah, so we'll take this. I'm going to group this, and then I'm going to duplicate this one quickly. And I want to also try an O sound instead of an A. Because the A is like very open sounding. I think for the lower notes, the like closed off O sound will work a bit better. So if I take this and just go like that. I'm probably here going to just do like this. There, that one, that one, that one, that one, and here. I can delete these, I can double this in length, and then let's have them all the same velocity. When it comes to choir samples, the Omnisphere ones aren't really that great in isolation, but they do tend to work well once you put them in the mix. Hear what I mean? Actually, I'm going to turn this off here. It's a bit too loud. A little bit of velocity work on this, I guess. I mean, here we want to start a bit lower. This is kind of like one emphasis point, I guess. This is too loud. I really want this to be quiet. And then here we get the root note, so that's like strong again. Bit of compression on this. Just going to compress it together. I guess just M dynamics will work. Actually, let's go for the glue compressor. I like that on my percussions most of the time. So I guess it will also work on the full drum loop. There's something strange happens where the ratio 2 is a stronger ratio than the ratio 10. Which I guess is modeled after the original hardware, so I have no idea how that works. I guess in here we can have a few like maybe in here a few like roll thingies. Let's see if that's the right place for it. The first one works, the second one doesn't. Here maybe? No, also not there. Here. I have to listen to it from the start to make sure if it works in the groove. I guess that works. Duplicate, 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 and then here for the last bit we don't need it, so that's okay. I think with all of these kind of slow style tracks and stuff like that, it's all about the little details. So what I'm doing now with the hats. I think that really helps. I'm actually going to slightly shift the tone more to the sub on this thing. Let's do this differently. So we get a very warm version out of that. And I'm just going to kind of lower it here. And this will only turn on in our kind of like drops. I have another saturator that I would like to try on here. This really brings out the mid knock in here, so I want to go like this maybe. Is this still too aggressive, maybe? Actually, this needs to be here, right? Like that. Here to there, yes. Now I can duplicate that over to the other one. So now the delay is really for each one. Okay, that's one thing. I'm getting a bit tired. That's the annoying thing about slow music. Makes you tired. One of the things, by the way, that I really like is the Shadow Hills compressor. I think it's just going to act to the kick now, though. Let's see if we can make it tidy up the kick. I'm just going to probably go for like stereo mode and then we'll go 1/2 ratio and then a bit more. Too aggressive now. I need to set that sidechain filter, of course. I like this. I like where we're going with this track. Honestly, I think I'm just going to call it finished, because that last bit that we did was the whole mastering. With this kind of music, you really don't need it to be any louder, right? I mean, I have a little bit of stuff that is going on here that's really kind of beefing it up, I should say. It is making it significantly louder, which you don't really need that much more. So I can go like minus 1.5 on this, I guess. Or is it? It's Lux that's doing it, right? Take another dB.5 from that. Which means that we need to set our threshold differently. Maybe it's hammering a bit too much on the kicks now. Both of these. Let's keep it a little bit more dynamic with the kicks. Here I'll just do like the strings without the choir, I think. And I'll have the bass go down a bit faster. I think this will work. How's everybody doing with their challenge? It's still 20 minutes left. I really like how those strings turned out. They give it a little bit of extra emotional weight, I would say. There's this weird thing going on where this note in the higher register doesn't play, and I kind of like that. Or at least in this time, it didn't seem to play, which is fairly cool. I actually like that. Okay, then this would be the track. I mean, I can do like one final big recording, and I can take a quick break, and then I'll be right back. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll do one final recording of this track, I'll take a quick break, and then everything should be finished for me. We still have 20 minutes left for anybody who is participating in the challenge. After that, we're going to be listening to all of the results, so do stick around for that. But I'll take a quick break, as I said, and then we'll get into listening to everybody else's music. I won't be gone for the whole 20 minutes, though. Nice. We have a final waveform. Looks nice, no weird things happening, I guess. Oh, I turned my mic off, but I'm back again. Okay, so as I said, we have our final waveform. Nothing standing out to me. Maybe this is a bit loud. Maybe I would have it like this. We get a little bit of extra punch from right? We get a little bit of yeah, then it increases in volume. Reactor, do you know what Cider is talking about? I haven't really experimenting with hybridizing presets, as he is saying. I think it's like a method to say I take this preset. Oh. There is a method for it, right? I think you'll find that in here, maybe? The whole point of hybridizing a preset is that it makes new presets for you, right? I produce ambient and psyambient music. Oh, then you're 3 hours late. You could have participated in the challenge. Is there a way to do it here? If I'd like right click on this? I accidentally opened the manual, but now I'm going to do it on purpose. Preset hybridize, okay. Take a visible preset in browser, you filter type and randomly combine parts of several presets. Okay. Where is this? It's not in here. I'm assuming that there's like a knob or a button for this. There's categories which exist. This is just in the appendix. It doesn't show or doesn't tell me where the button for it is. Just in the manual just tells me that it exists. Takes visible presets in browser and randomly combines parts of several presets. Small arrow over. Click the button near the search bar. I am here. If I then go into like the category. Hybridize. Okay. Wait. Why does it say 8? Or is that the knob that you use? I think it just does it at random, right? What you could do is set a custom category for you can set a custom category for the presets that you want, I guess. Let's see if that works. Give me a second. Let's go no category. And I'm going to... Let's find a bunch of pads that I have. Patch, pad, custom, test 1. Hello? I should now have a category in here called test 1. I'm assuming. right? Perfect fifth. Let's go. It doesn't even show up in here now. Custom. Test 1, enter. It resets the browser, but does it change the pad? Yeah, I think it's gone now, but it doesn't show up still. Now I need to find that. It does exist now. No, it just takes whatever is in the whole browser, I guess. You can also not select multiple. No. Frustrating that he can't hear text. Yeah, that's. I mean, I can see it, the chat, but it's. I mean, I guess it would be annoying if people were just spamming random things or something like that. I just need to make it a habit that I look over to the site a bit more. Either way, I need to render this out first. Desktop. Challenge. Result. 2603. Let me render this out and then I'll look for it. Preset hybridize 0. Let's randomize your presets. Okay. This is the part where we got. That's it. That's all you can do, I think. I don't know why it's. I mean, the problem is that you cannot assign custom categories. At least not for me. Maybe I need to update my serum. Maybe there's like a bug or something like that. I don't know. Let's check. This isn't going to be in the project now, right? No. Perfect. Okay. We have this. I go in here. Say I want to hybridize this. I now select this. Ah, it's because, wait, custom, test 1. If I have 2 of the same category, I select this category and then hybridize. Nope, still does it for me. Because it's not showing up in here. Ah, wait, there it is, now it is. Then hybridize, yes, yes. Okay, that's nice. Yeah, I think it just needs to update the list, but that would be the way to do it. With custom categories. I was completely unaware of this new feature. It's a little bit of a hidden feature, I would say, yeah. But I think it has been in there for a while. Okay, I'm going to be uploading my submission here. We already have 2 submissions. Let me go to my desktop and find it. There. This is my submission. And I'm going to save this. Challenges. 26 to 3. I was testing it, but I wanted to have more control over it. Yeah, it would be a little bit strange if it just takes like random presets, so having the custom categories for it would really help there. So I guess that's how you do it. Okay, mine is uploaded. I'm going to... I just saved this. Let's hope that now this doesn't crash if I open up the feedback group. Okay. None on here, and then this, I can erase this. I thought I updated this in the preset that I used, but I guess not on this one. Either way, now it's fixed. We should be able to already hear things if I go like this. Nice. That's working, then we can go over all of the submissions. Move this over here. Okay, timer's done. We need a few more submissions. We need more people to submit, I guess. We have mine B. We have Klaus, then me. How many other people are still uploading or something like that? I mean, we can start with the first few. Listening here. We'll start with mine B. Let's see what he has created for us. If you haven't already uploaded or rendered it out, make sure that you're rendering and uploading at this point. The timer is finished, the challenge is over. And we'll be starting to listen to the tracks. This is Humanity Destiny is Peace by Mind B. Right? Why are you not showing up now? Inputs. Hold on a second. There we are. Okay. Let's open up this thing and then we can go. Nice use of the real world instruments. It's the same kind of vibe as I had, I would say, but with the real world instruments in there.
I have therefore chosen this time and place to discuss a topic on which ignorance too often abounds, and the truth too rarely perceived, and that is the most important topic on earth, peace. I realize the pursuit of peace is not as dramatic as the pursuit of war, and frequently the words of the pursuers fall on deaf ears, but we have no more urgent task. But that is a dangerous, defeatist belief. It leads to the conclusion that war is inevitable, that mankind is doomed, that we are gripped by forces we cannot control.
I like the key change. I haven't done that in my track, but it works really well here.
The man-made, therefore they can't be solved by man, and man can be as big as he wants. No problem of human destiny.
Nice piano in there. That's a bit loud, but I like the idea. With that like glitchy psychedelic touch at the end, you could like change this into a psytrance track at this point and use this as a set opener. I really like that. that one pad, that one atmosphere does sound a little bit strange. I think it was frequency shifted. Oh, it's starting new tracks as usual. But I do like the whole concept. There were a few things that I would change, like that guitar issues. Everything is a little bit over limited, as Klaus said, right? So it's like mastered a little bit too loud. What you'll see if I go back into my project is that for the master, I never really touch 0 dB because this is a slow ambient track. You don't need it to be loud, right? You just need it to be like dynamic and give everything the maximum amount of space. Yeah, probably too loud. So I would personally not do that. Also, I would say that the mid-range is a little bit clogged up. The reason for that is it's already kind of full at the beginning with that pad. Like the main pad that is in here, the main atmosphere. And then when you start adding 3 or 4 more instruments on top of it, it just becomes too much, right, in the mid-range. So this mid-range pad is already taking a lot of that space. What I would do is once other instruments come in, you just drop that mid-range pad. But those would be the only things that I would do. Let's have a listen to Klaus. Now Klaus is a professional when it comes to ambience because he does this more often. Right, at least he has given us a few ambient tracks already for the feedback. But yeah, I would say that he's professional. He does this all the time. Everybody else who hasn't submitted yet, by the way, now is the time. Going for more of a psychedelic approach, I would say. Almost like a harmonic, that one synth that's in there. What strange kick. You'd see it went down like that. I guess it's like a bassline thing. I like it. I like how clean this mix is. Really nice. With one more submission. I like those like 2 notes that sit outside of the register of the rest of the art. That one. You can even see them on the waterfall, those 2. very unusual bass. Yeah, it's like a unique feature because it's almost like a kick in some spaces, but with almost, I would say almost, because it doesn't follow like the actual envelope of a kick. But it does kind of have that punchy feeling to it. I want it to be different. Well, you did a good job, and it's a very Klaus-esque track, as always. Right? You always have this tendency to be very different in your productions. Again, it's really cool to see that we have somebody in the community that has such a signature sound. I don't even know how to describe it. If it's something that you're doing with the mix, or something that is specific to the instrumentation, or the melodic things that you're using. But you can always hear that if you make a track, that it's like your track. Which, I mean, it's a very good thing to achieve. Hey Projector, do you want to get high? I'd love to. Let's have a listen to your track. See how high your track can get me. This is by Sai. Hey Projector, do you want to get high? Mine is no mastering, I ran out of time like always. Sounds nice still. Bit too stereo, you want this to be there. Nice chords, really nice.
Hello, everyone.
What's poppin', man? What's poppin', man? I hope you're doing great. Hey, Projector. Do you want to get high? Get the context high.
I'm getting it a little bit, the context high. I don't think that this is my voice this time. I'll have to say this time, because usually it is. Very, like, spacey theme. Okay. I mean, the point of the challenge was a little bit not to use like a kick and bass in the normal way, but it still works for the track. Ambient, yes, indeed. This is just, at this point, this is just psytrance but slower. I'm not complaining. It's just not exactly what I had in mind for the challenge. Ambient is also ambient. Yeah, but that was not exactly what I had in mind for the challenge. Because ambient music does not use this kind of 4-on-the-4 kick and bass kind of stuff. But I don't want to disqualify you on a technicality. I wasted time on a kick and bass then. Every sidehands producer ever. Nice ambience in the song though. Yes, it's a good song, yes. I don't want to be negative about it too much, so I'll stop about that. It does also have now more like psytrance elements, right? Now we get back into the actual ambient vibe. Little piano thing in there, I think. Or guitar. There's a guitar.
Hey, projector. Do you want to get high?
I like it with the delays, you can see that in the voice. Well, the message of the track is I should be getting high. That's the real message of the track. I think that's it for the submissions today. Unless there's anybody else. What I'll quickly do is I'll play my track again, because I also like my track, and I want to see it on the analyzers. And then I'm going to call it for today. There's a blob at the start of my track apparently. You can see the birds in there. Listening to it now, I'm not sure if I'm a fan of the choir layer that I added to the strings. But later the strings will be on their own. Are the birds the sample for the challenge? No, that wasn't a sample. It was just make ambient music. I like how empty the spectrum is on mine. In the sense that here it's like very warm in the mid-range, and then when the quote-unquote like drop happens, it's mainly the high end and the low end where stuff happens. You can also see the detuning of the oscillators that I'm using in the mid-range, but you can also see that the sub isn't detuned from like the waveform. Also in here you can see no cancellation in the sub, but the rest does cancel. You should upload this, love it. I will upload all of the challenge tracks at some point. I just need other things, or to fix other things first. Once everything is done and everything is prepared, I can start uploading all of my challenge tracks. I think I like the strings more like this than they were in the intro, I'm gonna be honest. We should make a Ambient album in collab. I mean, we already have an EP right now. I'm probably going to make a few more ambient tracks. Maybe at some point I make like an EP or an album out of this, but the real reason why I want a little bit more ambient music of my own, something more like this, is because then I can put it as background music for my videos. Because right now when I'm not speaking, you can just hear like the noise and cars and stuff, which is not ideal for a video. So then in the edit I would just be able to put in, whenever I'm not playing music myself in the project or something like that, or showing you stuff in the project, when I'm like full screen, I can just add music into it, right? Can make my videos, yeah, that's why I want to make it myself, so I don't get striked. I might still get striked, but yeah. Really nice. I'm really happy how this project came out. I also liked all of the other tracks that we were sent, the 3 other submissions. I'm going to end it here for today. I have some other things to do. Obviously the stream is just over. Are you sure? Yeah, that's what I mean. For 3 hours this is really good. Thank you. I think everybody for like 3 hours of work did a very, very good job. Again, I cannot promise anything for the streams next week. I know it's been like 2 weeks that I haven't streamed during the week, only done the Sunday streams. I'm just very busy right now. So unfortunately this it is what it is. Either way, I'll see if I can do one or two streams if I have the time. If not, then we'll see you guys next Sunday for the feedback stream. Also, tomorrow, new video. Let me quickly give you guys a preview of what that's about. Oh yeah, it's atonal wavetables that I made with MXXX. Very cool technique if you have MXXX or M Transformer. Those are both Melda plugins. I'm going to be using a lot more Melda plugins in the future because I've been really diving into what's it called, M Sound Factory and MXXX, which is like it's almost like the faceplant and multipass of Melda. And you know, Melda being Melda, it's way more complicated, and there's a lot more things that you can do, including building your own interface, which is a lot of fun, but also a lot of work. But yeah, that's something that I've been using for this video and will be coming up in future videos. I might do like a full tutorial on them, like showing you how everything works, which could also be a lot of fun. But that's it. That's, I think, everything that I have to say. Thank you guys all for joining the stream today, and we'll see you in the next one.